Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo! Good morning, everyone. I gotta wake you up in the morning, man. Gotta wake you up. Scotty, Dan, what's going on, man? We're gonna jump into this. Yo! What's going on? Mike, what's up? Dark Lord, John, Mr. Bose, I see you guys talking football. The Pats got smashed yesterday. They looked absolutely horrible. See a lot of you guys are actually Eagles fans, which, you know, screw the Eagles, man. You guys were able to take one off of us, which was kind of ridiculous at the time, but it is what it is. It is what it is. What's up, Dave? What's up, Franco? Matt, what's going on, buddy? All right, let's jump on in. So we didn't have a stream last night because I was celebrating my birthday. Today's my actual birthday, though, so shout out if you guys were wondering why I'm wearing the hat. I got to celebrate a little bit, you know. I'm not a huge birthday person, but it is what it is. You guys see the title of the stream, though. Bitcoin about to invalidate a bearish pattern. Now, what's that bearish pattern? It's the bearish pattern that all the bears have been talking about, which is that stupid bear flag, which we'll talk about coming up in a second. And I can't wait to throw it in the trash because it's like they like to jerk off to it, and I get it. Like, it's very jerk off worthy, but it is what it is. Creighton, what's up? Bite size, ride. We got everyone in the chat today. Mike, what's up, buddy? Angelo, Blaze, what's going on? Can we get a birthday pump? Well, let's temper expectations a little bit, though. You guys know my take. I do think the Bitcoin bottom is in, bearing, you know, unforeseen circumstances, and I'll tell you guys exactly why going into today. We'll talk about short-term time frames and everything in between on this beautiful Monday morning. It's actually a nice, cool day today over here in New York. I cannot complain. All right, so what's Bitcoin doing right now? So 15-minute time frame. It's in a little bit of a rising wedge. We know these wedges play out a very, very high percentage of the time. This is the 15-minute time frame, so take it for what you will. Like, if it doesn't play out, That just goes to show how bullish Bitcoin is. At the current moment, I am in a Matic long position, so I'm still counting on more upside going forward, but could a little bit pullback happen here in the short term? Maybe. These break down 68% of the time, right? So you got higher highs, higher lows coming in. Will we see a quick pullback, maybe to the 50 EMA, right around here to 22,000? We'll see, right? It's one of those things that this one just seems like it just wants to kind of go side. It wants to have its pullbacks going sideways and just kind of mosey its way up. We have the stock markets coming up today. We have DXY coming down. So the macro is looking good for Bitcoin to just kind of continue up here. But it's a matter of, does it want to have a pullback where it starts coming back down, or does it want to have one of these things where it just kind of goes sideways, cooling off the indicators before we go to the upside, right? We'll talk about it here. I'm not too worried about the short-term time frames to me. That's not what I really want to talk about today, but it is what it is. Can't believe Jordan is 40 now. A lot of you guys thought I was in my mid-30s, which is kind of disappointing. In a way, I like that you guys think I'm very mature, but at the same time, I also don't want to be 36 just yet. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Jordan turned 12. A lot of you guys think I'm in my mid-30s though, which is it is what it is. It is what it is at this point. All right, so let's go to the daily chart real quick. What is the bearish pattern that Bitcoin looks like it might be about to invalidate? Well, let's take a look here, guys. So we know every bear and their mother, okay? Every bear and their mother.
Rant alert.
Was talking about this bear flag, okay? Now, we know that these bear flags have been playing out in this bear market, right? We know, the last 2 times we had these bear flags, which was one right here, we just smashed instantly down to the downside, right? We know this little one right here, if we zoom in, we broke this one to the downside, we smashed instantly to the downside. What's happening a little bit different with this one, and I do like what's happening here, is we did get that initial sell-off, we found support at the previous lows, and now we're trying to create, which is one of my favorite patterns. I think every bull's favorite pattern is a W pattern at the lows, which we want to see. Now, we talked about Saturday how we want to get back above 2 important levels, or really 3 important levels. What were those levels? Well, one of them was this previous support of this bear flag, right? Right here, where we smashed through. Well, if you look at what Bitcoin's doing now, which it didn't do in the 2 previous bear flags, is it now is looking to get right back into it, like it never happened, which would be an invalidation, right? At first, you might say, all right, this might just be a back test, where we come back up, we back test it before we continue down. But if Bitcoin can close up here, anywhere above 22,000, looks like 22,100, that's look like Bitcoin can just get right back up into here, all right? So let's see. That's step number 1. The other steps was getting back over these previous highs, right? These previous highs, these previous highs, these previous highs. It looks like Bitcoin just doesn't care. It looks like it just wants to smash right through those previous highs. Beautiful, right? So we broke above the 2 levels we were looking to break back above, man. All right, so and listen, I didn't stream yesterday, but I think we need a little bit of a pump song going into the morning, man. Just because we did it, all right? Just because we broke those 2 levels. Come on, man. You love the haircut? I didn't get a haircut, man. So that's that. So we were able to break back above that level, man. It's beautiful. I think we need a little bit of a pickle today. I don't know. I think we need a little bit of a pickle. I'm going to continue my case here, guys. So if we look at where Bitcoin is right now, guys, let's just look at where Bitcoin is right now. All right. Now we need to close up here. If we don't close up here, this doesn't matter. Okay. So we need to get a close. Good. All right. Let's go back to BTC. I guess you're saying it's going up. A little bit. We need to break these previous highs. If we can get back out of this wedge with a 15-minute close, that's going to be super bullish here for the morning time frame, man. Super bullish for the morning time frame. All right. If we look over here, back over here, where was it? Right here. So we were able to get back above this red box, right? We talked about how this was previous resistance and all this time frame right here. if we just look at where Bitcoin can go back up, if it closes really anywhere above, to me, if it closes anywhere above, 21.8 today, I don't see why it wouldn't at least come back up, and come back up and test, some of these higher levels, back up towards 23K. I don't see that, right? There's really nothing here. We went straight down here, right? We went straight up, we straight down, straight up. A little bit of resistance right here. I don't see that being a big deal. I don't see why this can't come back up to the 382 Fibonacci level right here, all right? I don't see it. I think there's a good chance it does if it can close above 22.8 today. So that's looking really, really good. I don't... And you got to respect the wedge formation, man. When you see one of these wedge formations, especially in a bigger time frame, you got to respect it, man. And not only did this happen in the previous bear market bottoms, but it's happening again, okay? It's doing the exact same thing as 2018. Might not play out, right? I mean, obviously things can change. You can get different things that happen in the macro, but so far so good, right? The falling wedge that we talked about has smashed up to the upside with volume, and it's looking very, very juicy on the daily time frame. You cannot argue it. It could stop right here, but so far so good. That's what we're looking at, right? We talked about how in 2018, we were looking at a very similar pattern, man. Not a very similar pattern, but a very similar outcome. And you can even argue here last summer, before we had the big run up, it was pretty much the same setup too, before we had a big run up, but it was really back in 2018. Right, where we had the same exact thing back down here, guys, where we had a low, we came back up, we came back down, made a higher low here on the daily time frame, right down here, bada bing, bada boom. We came back up, made a higher low on the daily time frame in a falling wedge, and we're able to get volume push up, okay? Now, we probably won't go up like this. It's a little bit ridiculous, but so far, so good on that. Let me take off this pickle, by the way. Here we go. Take off the damn pickle. Hard to focus with that pickle face. Hey, deal with the pickle face, man. It's a good day out here. It's a good day out here in the crypto markets. Deal with the pickle face. There we go. Distracted by the juiciness, he said. So listen, like, maybe that's going to play out the same way. I think it will. I think it will, and I will say this, man. One more rant alert here. One more rant alert. My favorite part of the crypto market, and I was saying this in the Discord today, my favorite part of the crypto market is me coming in here and trolling the bottom dwellers. I love it. I love trolling the bottom dwellers. And at some point it will happen. I think it's sooner than everyone thinks. I do. I miss being the troll of the bears. And, quite frankly, I think a lot of people will agree. I mean, there's no more fun thing than trolling the people calling consistently for lower prices, even though you're getting all the indicators that we looked at in the back. Actually, you guys are saying we haven't broken out yet. We're still waiting for the breakout of this wedge on the short term, guys. All right? We're still waiting for the breakout there. My favorite thing is looking at some of these things that have happened. Now, last night, we weren't in live, but what happened last night? Well, we broke out of the weekly RSI downtrend, and we talked about when this stuff happens, right? When you get breakouts of these big, massive patterns that have been playing out since November 2021, where we had 1 rejection, 2 rejections, 3 rejections. The weekly just broke out, and we know what that's meant for Ethereum so far, all right? And now Bitcoin's getting that same RSI breakout. We got the confirmation close yesterday. Now will we see the continuation? When you look at the weekly RSI breakout, when you look at the W pattern here forming on the weekly time frame, right? When you look at going over to the weekly, 2-week time frame, when you look at the pi cycle bottom flashing, when you look at the hash ribbons buy signal flashing, when you look at the 2-week momentum wave flipping bullish, which only happens before you have big run-ups, things are looking good, man. And it's not to say we can't just turn back, okay? It's not. We can easily just go, okay? But when you take a look at everything that's going on right now, from a chart standpoint, things aren't looking as bad as they might seem, all right? Let's go back to BTC. If you guys didn't see the news as well, on top of all that stuff, if you didn't see the news as well, I just saw a couple different things. It looks like Ukraine is starting to at least try to push Russia back a little bit, which is giving a little bit of a positive momentum for the market, in my opinion. And we have CPI coming out this week. If that comes lower again, we got a good setup. Everything's kind of fallen into place, but we need to wait and see what happens going forward. But I think everything doesn't look as bad as people are saying it is. The bottom is in. Blah, 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 crash. Let's see. Forming a good base. Yeah, and we're forming a good base. Forming a good base. George will talk about that tonight, but forming a good base above the previous all-time high. All right, so let's see what BTC is up to right now in the shorter term time frame. So I gave my case for the weekly, okay? I gave my freaking case. There it is, man. All right, let's see. Let's see what you guys are saying. George wearing makeup. Does it look like I'm wearing makeup today? Maybe I am. It is my birthday. I gotta get a little freaky on my birthday, man. Come on. You know I gotta get a little freaky. A little freaky deaky. The Pats shit the bed yesterday, and that kind of pissed me off a little bit. You know, they literally shit the bed. They played so bad. The offense looked horrible yesterday. Horrible. It couldn't have looked worse. Okay? Defense played okay. Pats offense looked absolutely trash. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it, guys. I'm very upset. I really don't want to talk about it, man. Anyways, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. So, you know, people will say 4 hours overshot, right? 4-hour RSI is overbought. We can't go up higher. What I'll say to that is, you know, listen, we're still in a bear market until proven otherwise. I would say, I mean, we haven't really gone anywhere yet. For me to say we're not in a bear market, I want to see Bitcoin at least get back over the bear market resistance band, which is basically the 20-week EMA and the 21-week EMA and 20-week SMA, which is this right here. If Bitcoin can get back above this, which right now, the top of it is at about 25,600. That's going to be looking juicy to me. And I do see higher prices if we can get back above 25,600. All right. But in the short term, I know people will say, if you look at the 4-hour RSI, it's overbought, right? There's no way it can go higher. There's no way. There's no possible way. I will say this, though. If Bitcoin wants to squeeze the shorts, and if Bitcoin wants to do what it wants to do, I will always say Bitcoin's going to do what it wants to do, how it wants to do it, with who it wants to do it with. We're just not used to that anymore, okay? We're used to Bitcoin just dumping on every single rally, and I get it, right? I understand. When you bring up like the 4-hour RSI, it is overbought, right? It does look like it needs to correct, right? Look at this right here. 4-hour RSI sitting at about an 80, all right? We've kind of sat up here for quite a while, all right? And that's why we said, all right, maybe Bitcoin needs a short-term pullback. But a short-term pullback doesn't mean the rally can't continue. Just exactly what it sounds like, a short-term pullback. So, listen, to me, I think we're going higher, though some of these shorter-term time frames might show that we need to maybe have a little bit of a short-term pullback. But, you know, like the 4-hour RSI is at an 81. All right, take it for what you will. It is what it is. Though, at the same point, if you go back to, say, the S&P, let's go look at the S&P real quick. So the S&P is pumping today, right? It's time to get pumpy on the S&P. Let's go to the daily. So the S&P is up about 1% already on the day. I think the S&P's got a pretty clear shot to at least come back up here to 4166. And I think Bitcoin will follow, all right? Now, how high does it follow it? That's the question. But I think the S&P's got a little bit more upside here. After breaking back above the 20 EMA, the 50 EMA, you got the 200 EMA coming in right here. I do think it's got a little bit more upside to come up and test this blue line right here. So let's see what happens. But overall, I mean, hey, man, I see a lot of people calling for something like this, where you got the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder forming on the S&P. Can it break out of the all-time high resistance line? That's the question. But I like the consolidation I'm seeing. It's just a matter of how much juice does it have. All right, so we'll watch that. But the S&P, I think, has a little bit higher to go here after also breaking out of this downtrend right here. Right, breaking out, boom, upside, boom, bada bing, bada boom. There it is. Jordan looks good for 46. I do look slightly good for 46 in my opinion. Mike said, so is it also Bob, Horse Guy, and Java's birthday? Well, that would make sense, actually. I know, I think their birthday Their birthday was a couple months ago, as far as them being born. So, yeah, we'll have to go back in time. Maybe we'll have a job at Bob and Horse Guy reunion birthday or something like that. That would make a lot of sense. Let's see. Let's see. The boys are doomed. Nothing. Reset the indicators. Okay, we'll see. So, right, yeah, Bitcoin's finding resistance on the top of this wedge formation, guys. Like, when you look at the 15-minute, and this is just the 15-minute time frame. Like, take it for what you will. Stocks are about to cross back to the downside. Momentum looks like it's about to come back over too on the 15-minute time frame. So, can Bitcoin do something like this, where it gets a little reset? You know, maybe to the 50, maybe to the 200. You know, and then kind of tries to make its way back up. Sure. But you know, we'll take it from there. Let's see. Do we leave vector candles behind on this pump? We did, and you know, we're all so used to a bear. Here's what I'll say, man. We have no. I need to do another rant alert, man.
Rant alert.
We all have no idea if the bottom is in or not is in. But if it is, we're all so used to a bear market like price action that we don't know how bull market price action is. Yes, we do have a huge daily vector candle right here, all right, a massive one. But you can leave those behind. It's not so much that you have to come back and take those. I'll show you plenty examples of you leaving these. Now, if you go based off percentages, maybe there's a good chance you come back up and take this, but you don't have to, right? Let's go back in time real quick. Let's go back in time. Last summer, you had a massive yellow vector candle right here. Did you come back and take this on this rally? No, you just continued up, right? You didn't give a shit about this one right here. You just continued up. Eventually you came back, but that wasn't until like almost a year later, all right? I mean, if you go back in time to, say, this vector candle right here, back in October of 2020, did you come back and take this? No, you didn't. You just continued up. So, yes, we're just so used to everything playing out one-to-one, but you don't necessarily have to come back and take those. Like, if the market wants to go up, it can do it. Not going to say it 100% is going to go up, but it's not so much of, oh, look, hey, a vector candle, we have to go and take it. No, it doesn't have to. It's you got to use it as a tool, but it's not just like, all right, you see it and it's going to go back there 100% all the time, because it's not. You know what I mean? Because it's poop. Poop? It's not poop. Nick Sloss says, because it's poop. You know what, Nick?
Rant alert.
I think you're a piece of poop, Nick. Just kidding. You're not a piece of poop, man. You're not a piece of poop. All right, let's go back to BTC. 22.7, 373. All right, let's go to Ethereum. All right, so here's the deal on Ethereum, guys, real quick. Ethereum is still at, it's right at a big resistance level, okay? And Ethereum has plenty of different resistance levels. For example, this one right here, guys. So you got one touch, you got two touches, you got three touches. This is basically spanning from April 2022, right? So ETH is finding resistance right here. Now, is this a point we have to worry about for Ethereum? Well, if we take a look at the top side here, okay, you do have the daily stocks about to cross back to the downside. Now, this is not confirmed. I look for two things. I look for the daily stock to cross, and I look for momentum to cross. Momentum's got plenty of leeway here, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to mean you have to dump from this level, but you are right at resistance for Ethereum, and you do have daily stocks crossing to the downside. Usually a point where you might say, okay, is a pullback going to happen here? Typically, you'd say yes. You would. Now, one more thing. I want to zoom in a little bit here to the 4 hour. The 4 hour, on the other hand, and this is where it gets a little tricky. The 4 hour, on the other hand, shows the opposite. You got the stock RSI crossing to the upside in the 4 hour, and momentum bottomed out. Okay, so it's sort of like a bottom. The daily is showing pullback, 4 hours showing move to the upside. What do you do in that scenario? Well, I like to wait for the shorter term time frame to play out and then go back to the higher time frame. People might say the opposite, but basically what I'll do is, all right, if this 4 hour bullish setup plays out where you got to move up, you just retrace to the 20 EMA, in a continuation, you get that stock RSI cross, you get the move up, you break out here. That might invalidate. So a bullish play on the 4 hour might invalidate a bearish play in the daily, because then maybe the daily's not bearish anymore. You know what I mean? So I want to see if this 4-hour plays out, because you're getting the stock cross, you're getting momentum coming back up. If you can break this resistance on the 4-hour time frame, the daily might not be bearish. All right, so ETH looks okay. I just want to see it be able to get back above this resistance level right here. You know what I mean? False move Monday. Oh, Lord, man. I don't think a lot of people are happy about this move up. I don't think a lot of people, I don't see a lot of people happy about it. Who is happy in the chat? Let me know in the chat. I want to see everyone in the chat right now. Who is happy about this move up and who is mad about this move up? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. I want to see. Bitcoin also trying to break out to the upside of this wedge. That would be absolutely beautiful. That would be beautiful. You know, is the statistics with us? No, but it's trying to. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if this can break back up here, man. Here we go. 22,430. Who's happy and who's mad about the move up? Let me know in the chat. The people who are mad are probably the people who did not take advantage of the second low. It is what it is. You guys were begging for a second chance. You got it. If you didn't take advantage, I have no sympathy. You know, if it was because you didn't have any money to buy, I get it. It is what it is. I'm talking for the people who did and didn't take advantage. Again, it is what it is. Let me see. See the chat here. Torn, not happy, wanting to drop because I'm greedy right now. The bear's greedy to the downside. Let's see. Happy, mad, JW. Falsehood, falsely. Happy. I shorted. Neither happy or sad. Maya's clapping. I love it. Me too. Matt Lane. Happy that I added to my short. Nice. Nice, man. Nice, man. All right, let me go back to over here. There we go. I shorted everything for next 3 years, including stocks, housing, and everything. Nice. Short-term bear, but long-term bull. Okay. I like it. Overall, man, I mean, we've been speculating for months. I mean, think about all the emotions we've been into the last couple months, right? I mean, we've been down in this range for, I mean, you can argue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we've been in this range for almost 3.5 months now. And if you really look at it, nothing's really changed other than the fact that you've gotten bullish indicators flash. You've gotten a W formation forming here right at the previous all-time highs, nonetheless. I mean, you can't make this shit up. And, all right, and on top of that, Ukraine looks like they're starting to build some momentum here. CPI starting to come back down. I like where we're at, right? I mean, giving everything that we have in front of us, I like where we're at. We still got work to do, but I generally am happy with where we're at. Super happy short Luna. Super happy short Luna, man. Let's see what Maddox's doing. Come on, Maddox. Feed me, Maddox. Sol has been going nuts today, guys. Let's check out some more. Actually, one more thing on Ethereum. Well, I guess a couple more things on Ethereum here. ETH, we know, guys, and here's the deal. My favorite chart right now is the ETH weekly chart because it looks beautiful if we can do a few more things here. All right, so we know we're right at the bear market resistance band on Ethereum. All right, sitting right there. We're actually sitting right inside of it right here. You see this? We're sitting right inside of it. We get back above this. I told you guys, it's a good chance that I think ETH can come all the way back up here and retest this downtrend of resistance of all-time highs, which might get it to 2,200, 2,300. Call me crazy. I think that's a good chance. Only if we can get a weekly close above there. Why? Well, a couple of different things, right? We talked about the RSI breakout on Ethereum. We talked about how we broke out. We back tested. Now we're trying to get continuation up. And just the quite simple fact that I just like the structure being built here, right? I like the low, the retrace, the higher low, and now coming back up to retest the same point. I just like the structure, right? A lot of times you just look at the price structure. It doesn't look too bad, right? So let's wait and see. I like where Ethereum is. And let's let it play out. Let's let it play out. You guys want to call me crazy? Let it play out, man. Jordan is Tino. You can tell by the fake American accent. The fake American accent. Listen, if I could do a British accent, I would do it. I can't do it, though. Or an English accent. I don't even know where Tino's from, but take it for what you will. Come on, Matic. Get up there. Sol is going nuts, by the way. Let's go look at Sol on the daily. Sol's daily chart looks beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful daily chart on Sol, by the way. Sol up about 9% on the day already. Let's see where it ends the day, but can we get a pump song for Sol in the chat? Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Come on. Come on, man. Beautiful. The Sol chart looks really good, man. Like, this is like, a lot of you guys will be like, all right, how's this look bullish? We're still where we are. You got to look at it from a structure standpoint, man. Just look at it from the structure standpoint. Look at it as getting the first hit, the rise, the retrace, the higher low, and then just the instant rise right back up, right? Without really any hesitation. Sol looks really good. You actually just got the daily momentum is toppy, but the thing about that is sometimes that's a good thing. If the market's bullish, you actually want this to be topped out. That means that you got good momentum. So Sol smashed back above the 50 EMA on the daily 4-hour time frame. I mean, it's a beautiful bull flag. I mean, we talked about this earlier, guys. This bull flag on Sol right here, and we extrapolated that up. Does give you a little bit bigger of a target, right? Back up to about $40 on Sol. So Sol's looking good. Just a nice. I mean, that was just textbook setup there. It is what it is. Sometimes that's the way it plays. So there it is. $40 on Sol. I do think it's got a little bit more. Yeah, 4 hours still got momentum. Still got momentum to go up on the 4-hour time frame. Hourly is fine. You got the cross on the stocks, about to get the cross on the momentum. But the thing about this one is you got some vector candles here. Just have a slight pullback in it before you rise up. Depends on what Bitcoin does, obviously. But yeah, I still think Sol's got some momentum to come up here for obvious reasons there. All right, come on, BTC. Stop teasing us right at the top of the pattern here, man. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Dishwasher's on fire. What does that mean, man? Jordan has to go poop. Oh, God, man. Actually, last night I was ripping up a storm. Okay? Absolutely ripping up a storm. I got enchiladas with some refried beans, some rice, some lettuce, a lot of fiber, and a lot of seasoning coming out. So you can probably know how that went. And it was a good day. It was a good day. It was definitely a good day, man. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink. Where's Horse Guy? We'll find him. We'll see what he has to say tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. Later on today. Come on, BTC. Give it to me, boy.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Here we go. 22,450. Come on, 22,450. Bitcoin's trying to break this resistance right here. Let's see. So previous lows. This was like the old M formation that was back here that we actually never came and tested. Now we're testing it. Can Bitcoin actually get back above? Looks like it's trying to right now. Here comes BTC. Can BTC get any more momentum to the upside? Let's see, guys. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. By the way, guys, the stock market's crushing it right now. We got NASDAQ. Just opened less than an hour ago, up about 1.2%. S&P up about 1.1%. We got the DXY coming down hot and heavy with the bearish divergence, right? So the DXY has triple bearish divergence on the daily time frame, triple bearish divergence on the weekly time frame. Is it time for the DXY to get a pullback? Maybe. We don't know. I mean, trying to predict the DXY is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Shout out to Horse Guy. But you got the triple bearish div on the weekly and the daily for the DXY. Now it's just a matter of time before it plays out. Okay? Have patience with this. It can take a while to play out, but I do like where this is at. I do like where the euro is at. I told you guys, I don't think the euro is going to break $1 on a weekly close. Can it get a wick down here? Yes. If the euro holds 1, you should expect the DXY to hold to start coming back down. So we'll find out. I mean, everything is in play. You just need it to play out. All right. So Bitcoin's still finding some resistance here. Nothing's changed, said Neil. Nothing's changed, man. Nothing's changed. But my take is this. Here's my take. Do you wait until you think something has changed? Because by the time you think something's changed, it might be too late. You know what I mean? It's like that's my take to. By the time you think that nothing has changed, everything's already going to be up a lot. You know, and that's you got to find a balance between being a bottom dweller and being the guy who's waiting till things change, right? Because by the time that the general herd thinks things have changed, it's going to be too late. That's just my personal take. You take it for what you will. We'll see what happens, right? All right, so 22,416, right? You can be the guy who's like this, you know. Do you want to be this guy? Do you want to be this guy?
Rant alert.
I'm going to wait until everything changes. Yeah. Because everyone's going to have the same opinion. And then I'll be a part of the herd. I'm going to wait till everything has changed. Yeah, I'm going to wait till 40K to be bullish. Because that's when I'm be bullish at 40K. Like, come on, man. Come on. Let's see. Jordan, can you do a poll with the cutoff for people buying BTC? That's a good point. Let's do it. When will you flip? When will you flip bullish? When will you flip bullish? How should I word this? I don't want to say long term because I think most people are long term bullish. When will you flip? I guess people. It's not really about price. I would say. Let me ask this poll. What price will BTC be at on December 31st, 2022? I'm curious what people think. So that's about 4 months away. I'm curious what people think here. I'm going to say above 35K. I'm going to say 30. Let's do 28K to 35K. Let's do 20K. That's too bright. Let's do 27K. Let's do 18K to 27K. And let's do below 18K. I'm curious what you guys think. I'm curious what the community thinks in here, man. Let's see. 18K. 3K. Oh, God. 3K. Come on, man. All right. 22.4. Come on, BTC. Give it to him. Come on, Matic. Sol. 38. There's a few good setups I want to talk about for altcoins coming up here in a second. I have a better question. When will Rover flip bearish? M1 said 27K to 35K. Let's see. 37K. Using this to wish you a happy birthday. You enjoy it. You only turned 69 once. 69? Hey. At this point, remember back in the days we used to count every day? I think I probably got to be about like 500 something now. I'm like 500 plus now, man. It is what it is. All right, BTC. Come on, man. Come on, BT Sizzle. It's trolling us right here, guys. It's literally giving us a troll. Total market cap just looks so juicy, man. Look at total market cap. It looks so juicy right now. Look at the wedge, man. It's why you got to respect the wedge. You got to respect the wedge. Next time you see a wedge, respect it. Don't be trying to fade the wedge, man. Don't fade the wedge. When total hits 1.5 and holds it, that'd be nice. So that would be all the way back up here. All the way back up here. Okay, so basically below the previous, or above the previous lows, basically, from earlier this summer, basically. Stop with the 100K? Who's calling for 100K? You guys know my take. I think there's a chance that Bitcoin doesn't even hit 100K in the next bull market. I think there's a chance of that, which is fine. That's why you hold altcoins. But I think there's a chance that Bitcoin tops at like 80, 90, somewhere between 80, 90K in the next bull market. Call me crazy. That's just my opinion. Take it for what you will. Don't hate me for it, man. Don't hate me for it. All right, so here is, let's flip back over here. So for all the Ethereum Bitcoin flippers, ETH Bitcoin's finding resistance here at this high that's gotten resistance at 1, 2, 3, 4. Can it break this level? I mean, right now you are getting a pretty fat rejection there. So is it Bitcoin's time to shine? Like Bitcoin's up today 3% and ETH is actually down 1%. So you're seeing the opposite of what's been happening the last few months, which is ETH just trouncing Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin is just kind of taking a page out of Ethereum's book the last couple days. Is this the point where Bitcoin starts outpacing ETH? Or will ETH just say, screw you, this is just a quick little rejection before it breaks? We talked about if ETH can break this level, it's got a clear shot back up here to about 0.10. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Most likely it won't even reach all-time highs. Yeah. The meatloaf. Bernie said, no, it will hit 100K. I hate you. He's coming in here like Bob. No! Jordan, don't say it's not 100K. That's bearish. I put my whole life savings in Bitcoin. I can't get a 4x. That's bearish. I need at least a 5 or 6x. Price man, I hate Jordan. He said no 100K Bitcoin. Neil's coming in hot. Well, not Neil. Bitcoin about to show ETH who is boss. It could be time. It could be time for Bitcoin to shine. We'll find out. We will definitely find out in the next episode of the Crypto Ball Z. That sounds wrong for some reason. Crypto Ball Z. All right. Near. I'm still a bottom dweller on Near, by the way, guys. Let's check out Near. So I'm still a bottom dweller on Near, which is okay. Like I'm cool with being a bottom dweller on Near, as long as I got the other goodies. But Near is, yeah, I mean, it's another one. Don't fade the wedge, man. Don't fade the wedge. Nice move up to 512. This one got more momentum. Daily's a little bit toppy. 4 hour actually looks fine. You actually got the cross to the upside in the 4 hour time frame. You got some bearish diversions. Pretty much every alt is going to have bearish divergence because a lot of them have gone up a good amount in the last couple of days. But Near does have higher highs and lower highs on momentum. So keep an eye on that. This can get nullified. Like if Bitcoin wants to hold up today and go up a little bit higher, this can get nullified with another 4 hour pump to the upside. All right, so keep that in mind. Let me actually look at the daily real quick. Daily actually looks fine. No bearish div on the daily as far as I see. So Near, I do think that this one, let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour just crossed. So, I mean, the 1 hour looks like it probably just going to come back, take this vector candle right here, right? Take this vector candle in the 1 hour time frame, and then try up for a higher. Just like we said for Bitcoin, there's a chance Bitcoin, if it can't break out right here on a good close and just keeps getting rejected right here and starts to come back down, you could start to see altcoins maybe come back down a little bit, which is fine, right? So 1 hour showing pullback, daily still looking strong. So take it for what you is. Take it for what you is. What you is. Why am I talking like that? Take it for what you is, man. All right, let's see. Is there any alts that have good setups that haven't broken out yet? Let's see. You could argue Cardano. I know you guys want to hate on Cardano, but it's like the other day, right? Cardano wasn't moving, and then it was like one of the biggest gainers the other day. So this is another point. Actually, Cardano reminds me a lot of Matic, right? So Matic today had this setup right here where it was just finding resistance right here. You got the perfect retest of the 50 EMA, and then you broke out. So that's why I got in Matic, because Matic looks really good there. Cardano kind of looks the same. And this is a short-term move, I would say. But, if you look at this, Cardano keeps finding resistance right here on closes. Right there at about 51.75. You just got the 4-hour cross to the upside. You see the 4-hour stocks? Just got the 4-hour cross stock cross. If momentum can flip over too, I like this for a move up to test the top of this channel again, which would, in my opinion, be about a 3% move. Wait for the momentum cross. That's about a 3% move to the upside. I do like that. If you know, you should see what happened. It was pretty much the same setup as Matic that we just saw. It just hasn't broken out yet. So I like Cardano there for a little bit of higher move up. Let's see, any other ones? BNB, you kind of already broke out. So BNB's chilling. Doge. Doge. Doge, I like too. Actually, right there. Finding resistance right there. You just wicked up to the 200 EMA, so you're finding some initial rejection out the 200 EMA. So be careful there. But on the 4-hour for Doge, got the cross to the upside. Check the daily. See the daily. Wait for you got to look at the short-term time frames first. 1 hour probably. 1 hour is showing pullback. So 1 hour showing slight pullback. Do you come back down and take and just kind of oscillate above this W pattern right here? So you kind of do something like this, just kind of consolidate for a little bit before coming back up. Probably what makes the most sense. You don't have any vector candles to come back down in here and take. So 4-hour time frame. I don't love this one as much as I say ADA, but Doge is also at a point where it hasn't broken out yet. And you guys know I like the ones that haven't broken out yet, you know? Bitcoin, just can't break this resistance right here, guys. Struggling with this resistance, man. Come on, BTC. Give it to me.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Come on, BTC. Give it to me, man. Give it to me. All right, guys. Getting birthday texts. Leave a like before you short 100x. Before you short 100x. Bitcoin is horny. It looks a little horny. It looks a little horny. It looks a little horny. Murph said, here comes Murph, man.
Rant alert.
We are heading for the worst financial disaster in history. And you think the bottom is in? Wow. You guys are going to make me rich. Murph. Listen. If you're right, I'll give it to you. We'll find out. We shall find out, my friend. That poll is brilliant. None of us have Scooby-Doo. Let's see. What price will Bitcoin be on December 31st, 2022? So below 18K is 21%. Let's see. 18K to 27K is 26%. 27K to 35K is 28%. It's all pretty even. Look at that, man. So pretty much what this poll tells me is no one has any clue what the hell is going to happen because it's pretty much even on all 4 categories. Above 35K, 24%, 27K to 35K, 29%. So most people think we're going to be higher at the end of this year, which it's funny because you ask people, you know, are you bearish or bullish? Most people will say bearish, but the poll says higher, which when you think about it doesn't make any sense. 18K to 27K is 26%. And wow, so pretty much even. So pretty much no one has any idea what's going to happen. All right. So this really isn't consensus on that one. The answer is no one knows. Facts. No one freaking knows because one thing in the world can change everything, right? And there's a lot of things going on, as you know. One thing can change things for the good, like, right? If Ukraine starts kicking Russia's ass and gets them out of there, markets will pump. If CPI comes in higher this week, markets will dump. A lot of these things we got to wait for, you know? All right, so yeah, guys, I think that's really the meat and potatoes. The meat and potatoes are what I wanted to talk about today. Other than that, I think I'm going to head off for the morning time frame here. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Like I said, could Bitcoin have a little bit of a short-term pullback? Looks like it might. A lot of altcoins look like they need maybe a little short-term pullback too. We'll find out. If it pumps from here, just take it as Bitcoin doing Bitcoin things. But I think the chart's telling me short-term pullback. So we'll find out. on the next episode of the Cryptoverse. Not the Cryptoverse, but the Crypto Ball Z coming up at 7 p.m. tonight. So subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys at 7 p.m. tonight. And we'll see what Bitcoin has in store for us for the rest of the day. All right, stock market's looking good. DXY looking like it's coming down a little bit. So macro's looking good for Bitcoin to go up. But it might be time for a pullback. Let's find out. Let's freaking find out, man. See you guys later. All right. Have a fantastic day. Let's hope for the pickle, the green pickle, not the red pickle, the green pickle going into the close tonight, man. Adios, buds. Peace out, Cub Scouts. See you later, man. And now we wait for me to refresh the page to be able to end the stream, which sometimes you got to do. Hold on. Here we go. Refreshing the page. Refreshing the page. Refreshing the page.
Nope. Bruh.
We're refreshing the page. Refreshing the page. And now we're ending it. Pump song. Adios.